Okay. So, hi guys, welcome back. So last video we discussed about single factor productivity. In this video, we'll be focusing more on multi-factor productivity. So as I've mentioned, I think in the previous video, most business processes don't have just one input to create the output that they need. They usually need a lot of different inputs to actually have that output created. Okay, so let's discuss how that is calculated specifically. Okay, let me just hide. Okay. Okay, so multi-factor productivity. So multi-factor productivity, so quick definition is it indicates the ratio of goods and services produced to many or all inputs expressed in terms of monetary value. So parang from what I discussed in the previous video, we use monetary value to kind of standardize the unit of measurement for all your different inputs. So since marami kasing different types of inputs, you kind of need this one standard way of measuring them, which is the monetary value that they cost. Okay. So the formula for multi-factor productivity very similar to single factor productivity, except that you will use the summation of all your different the monetary value of all your different inputs. So that's for single factor productivity, it's just output over input. Pero for multi-factor productivity, it's going to be output over monetary value of input 1 plus the monetary value of input 2 plus the monetary value of input 3, and so on and so forth until you kind of have the summation of all your different inputs. Okay, so yes, let's go to an example real quick. Okay, so Lillian Fock is president of Lakefront Manufacturing, so which is a producer of bicycle tires. So Fock makes 1,000 tires per day with the following resources. So let me just write that down, which I've already done actually. So output is 1,000 tires per day. And then the inputs are, so you have labor, sorry, hindi ko lang siya nasulat. So 400 hours per day at $12.5 per hour. So 400 hours per day at 12.5 USD per hour, right? Right. So I've already written the others here. Okay, sorry. Kamali kasi ako eh. So I'm just doing it again. Okay, so what is the first question? So what is the labor productivity per dollar for the company? So output is 1,000 tires. Divide this by the monetary value of your labor, which is this one highlighted. So 400 times 12.5. So 400 multiplied by $12.5, which gives us 5,000. So that's going to be 1,000 over 5,000, which is equal to 1/5 or 20%. I mean, or 0.2, sorry, not 20%. So 0.2. So what this means, what does this mean? So it's very important to actually put the unit of measurement para you guys kind of better understand what it's trying to tell you. So it's 0.2 tires per labor dollar. So per dollar that you input, that you spend on labor returns you 0.2 tires. Right? But that's not actually the complete picture kasi there are other costs that you actually have. Okay, so yeah. So which brings us to the second question. So what is the multi-factor productivity for the company? So it's just output pa rin. So here, 1,000 tires. 1,000 tires over your labor your labor input, so which is 400 times 12.5. Then you add your raw materials, which is 20,000. Sorry, which is 20,000 times 1 because it's $1 per pound. Next, energy, which is 200 kilowatts per day, times 7. And then finally you have 10,000 as your capital costs. So for the multi-factor productivity,
basically this is going to equal to 1,000 divided by 5,000 plus 20,000. Sorry, plus 20,000 plus 1,400 plus 10,000. So this gives us so but it's gonna be 1,000 over 36,400, which is 0.02747,253, which is approximately, so gamitin natin like 3 decimal places, 0.027. Okay, so again, very important to put the unit of measurement here para you kind of understand. So it's 0.027 tires per dollar input. Okay. So yeah, so yun yung productivity mo. Next. So what is the percent change in multi-factor productivity if FOC can reduce energy consumption to 175 kilowatts per hour per day without cutting production or reducing other input, basically all things constant. So 175 kilowatt hour per day, lower that. Okay, so that just basically just have to change this one. So it's basically still the same. So let's make C and then just copy the whole thing. Just make this 175. Booyah. So that's gonna be 1,000 over, let me just kind of shortcut things a little bit here, plus 20,000 plus 125 plus 10,000. This gives us 36,225, 36,225. Oops, sorry, 86,225 equals 0.027,605.24. Okay, so this is actually better done on Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets, but calculations are a lot more accurate. Pero since, alam mo yun, since you guys would have done this on pen and paper, I'm gonna do it on docs. So the question is, so this is approximately 0.028. So the real question is, what is the percent change in multi-factor productivity? So the formula for percent change is new minus old over old. So let me try new minus old over old. That's percent change. Okay, so equals to, so percent change is new minus old, so 0.028 minus 0.027 all over 0.027. Which gives us 0.0373703 704 4. We're going to round that up to make it 3.7, and then which is 3.7%. So yeah, so 3.7% change in productivity. That is the answer for question C for this example. Yeah. Okay. So that wraps up our discussion on process design. I'll see you again here when we discuss capacity planning. All right. See you guys.